Hey, this is for you. Are your biceps hurting from your lifts? And by your lifts, I mean specifically deadlifts, snatches, and cleans. All right, so if your biceps are hurting from these lifts, here's more than likely what's happening. As you're lifting, there's a bending happening at the elbows, and when that bend happens, it makes the biceps do too much work, and it prevents your bigger, stronger trap muscles, your back muscles, from doing the heavy lifting. And over time, this is what's gonna create that biceps issue, that ache and that pain, and possibly injury. So the best thing to do to minimize, prevent, and make the biceps feel better is actually to slow down and practice your regression. That's what I'm gonna show you right now, is some different regressions for you to practice to more so teach the right movement pattern to get the traps firing more, the elbows to bend less, the biceps to engage less. All right, so we're gonna get into that hang position, and then from here, you work on coming up, finishing out that deadlift. And what we wanna make sure is that the arms are straight, the traps are engaged, we're using the hips to hinge with, and we're taking all that pressure off of the arms. The only thing our arms are doing is just hanging on, which is mostly it's gonna be your forearms, but it's your traps that's carrying that weight. Whenever this happens, that's what's creating that bicep issue, because our biceps are helping out way too much with way too much weight, and that creates that problem. All right, this is your first regression. And then from here, your second regression is to explode up into that high pull. So make sure you finish that triple extension before you pull. All right, because whenever we do those snatches and cleans, we're always gonna have to bend the elbows, we're always gonna have to pull, but we wanna make sure we get that momentum first. Now what we wanna do is mobility drill to open up the front of the shoulder and the biceps, take that pressure off, make it more flexible. So what we're gonna do is get into this position right here. Knees slightly bent, weight on your heels, because we're gonna use them. Your hands behind you, fingertips pointed behind you as much as possible. And then from here, you're gonna slide forward, get into that stretch, keeping the arms straight. Come off, take pressure off of it, get back into that stretch, and then come out of it. You're gonna hold each one for about 2 to 4 seconds. And as it loosens up, you can go a little bit further and a little bit further and back. The most important thing in preventing the shoulder or bicep issues from your lifts is reinforce good technique, slow it down, work on your progressions, your regressions. Make sure you're doing everything correctly, because that right technique is what's going to minimize and prevent these issues to begin with. And then here's the mobility drill for you to loosen it up. Okay, so after trying these, if your biceps are still bothering you or you don't even do any of these lifts and your biceps are bothering you, definitely get with me so we can find a solution. I want you to keep in mind that pretty much any pain point is a symptom of something. All we have to do is find what that something is, the origin, and fix it. Thank you for watching. This was for you.